Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's September 11th, 2025, and the nation is reeling from a tragic assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. If you're following this story, you know it's developing fast. Today, the FBI dropped photos of a person of interest, and the manhunt is in full swing. In this video, we're breaking down the latest live updates from Yahoo News, including the timeline, suspect details, political reactions, and what comes next. From President Trump's emotional tribute to the ongoing search, we'll cover it all. This is heavy stuff. So if you're new here, subscribe, hit the like button if you want more real-time news deep dives, and comment below. Thoughts on the manhunt? Let's honor Charlie and get into the facts. Starting now. The tragic timeline. What happened to Charlie Kirk? Let's rewind to yesterday, September 10th, 2025. Charlie Kirk, the 31-year-old powerhouse behind Turning Point USA and a close Trump ally, was speaking at an open-air rally at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. About 3,000 fans were there when, out of nowhere, a single shot rang out, hitting Kirk in the neck mid-speech. Graphic footage that's blowing up on social media shows the chaos. Kirk collapsing, crowds scrambling, and security rushing in. He was rushed to Penobscot Regional Hospital, but didn't make it, pronounced dead shortly after. President Trump broke the news on Truth Social within hours, calling it a dark day. Kirk leaves behind his wife Erica and 2 young kids. Trump spoke with her today, saying she's absolutely devastated. This wasn't just any event. It was part of Kirk's American Comeback Tour, where he was firing up young conservatives. Yahoo's live blog confirms it was a targeted hit, with the shooter firing from a rooftop about 200 yards away using a high-powered bolt-action rifle. The manhunt heats up. FBI releases photos of person of interest fast forward to today, September 11th. The search is intense, and the FBI just dropped major updates. They released 2 photos from campus security footage showing a college-age male who blended in well with students. The guy arrived near UVU before noon, climbed the roof of a building, likely the Losi Center, took the shot, jumped off the other side, and bolted into a nearby neighborhood. Key evidence? They recovered the rifle from a wooded area where he fled, plus a footwear impression, palm print, and forearm imprints, all headed to FBI labs for analysis. The suspect still at large, described as a lone wolf who planned this meticulously. Earlier, UVU thought they had a suspect in custody, but that person was released on obstruction charges. A second one got nabbed too, but let go. And get this, just today, another dude was arrested on campus for trying to snap pics of the crime scene, booked for felony obstruction and trespassing. The FBI is up in the ante with a $100,000 reward for tips leading to an arrest. Director Kash Patel and his deputy, Dan Bongino, are heading to Utah to oversee things personally. They've set up a tip line, no tip is too small, and a press conference planned for 2:45 p.m. Eastern Time got delayed due to rapid developments. Utah Department of Public Safety says multiple leads are hot, but no arrests yet. Over 24 hours in and the clock's ticking. Social media is on fire with the footage. TikTok's cracking down on violations, and Representative Anna Luna is calling out Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg to do the same. Official response: Trump's Medal of Freedom honor, and calls for President Trump's been all over this. Today, he announced he'll posthumously award Kirk the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor, and plans to attend a funeral next weekend in Arizona, where Turning Point USA is based. He urged everyone to respond with nonviolence. That's the way I'd like to see people respond, while pointing fingers at the radical left for the rhetoric. Trump says law enforcement is making great strides and praised Kirk's role in mobilizing youth for his campaigns. VP J.D. Vance just landed in Salt Lake City. He's using Air Force 2 to transport Kirk's casket back to Arizona, travel with the family and friends. Heavy, right? On the international front, U.S. Deputy Secretary of State Christopher Landau is threatening to yank visas from foreigners celebrating the death online, calling it El Quita Visas, visa remover. European and Asian leaders sent condolences to Trump, per White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles. Even a push for a moment of silence in the European Parliament got shot down by EU President Roberta Metsola. Broader reactions, bipartisan mourning, and political violence warnings this tragedy's crossing party lines. Turning Point USA dropped a heartfelt statement today. calling Kirk America's greatest martyr to the freedom of speech he so adored, and vowing to carry on his legacy for his wife and kids. Former Representative Gabby Giffords, a Democrat who survived her own shooting, wrote an op-ed in Time. I didn't agree with almost anything he said, but he had a right to speak. She tied it to the gun violence epidemic and other political attacks, calling for action that's a stark reminder of rising political violence, especially on campuses, where Kirk's events often drew protests. Yahoo's updates highlight how this could spark bigger debates on security for rallies and free speech. Bipartisan outrage is pouring in, with calls for unity amid the grief that what's next? The investigation and legacy of Charlie Kirk as the manhunt continues. Expect more from that delayed presser. Could be a breakthrough. Kirk's death is a huge loss for conservative movement. At 31, he co-founded Turning Point USA in 2012, turned it into a youth powerhouse, and was key in Trump's 2024 win, even vetting appointees. His funeral in Arizona will be massive. Trump's attendance says it all. Guys, this story is evolving by the minute, so I'll update in a follow-up video if there's an arrest. What do you think? Will they catch the shooter soon? Share your thoughts below, and remember, no tip is too small. Call that FBI line if you know something. Thanks for watching this tough but important breakdown. If it hit home, like, subscribe, and share to spread awareness. Rest in peace, Charlie. Stay safe out there. Sources and links. Full Yahoo Live updates. https://www.com/news/live/Charlie Kirk shooting live updates. FBI releases photos of person of interest as search for shooter continues. HTML. FBI tip line. Contact local FBI or visit fbi.gov. Turning Point USA statement. turningpointtusa.com. Video title: Charlie Kirk shooting. FBI releases suspect photos in intense manhunt. Live updates and Trump honors. Yahoo News breakdown, September 11, 25.